Hi everyone, I'm Khushbu Chokshi. I hope you guys are studying well for your examination. For business correspondence and reporting, the paper which comes for 40 marks along with your business law, I try and put together revision videos topic wise so that it helps you. Today we will be discussing comprehension passages, how to attempt the comprehension passages in your examination, because that comes for a compulsory question of 5 marks, out of which 2 marks is for making a note and or a summary, as you may call it, and the 3 marks questions are 1 mark individual questions for something which is asked from the passage itself. So we'll be discussing as to how you should attempt the comprehension passages. Also, what I've done is, along with this video, in the comment section I will be attaching some summary comprehension passages, practice questions, which you can solve by yourself before you go for your examination. These are mostly from your RTP, from your past exam papers, so you will know what kind of questions are being asked. So it won't take a lot of time to solve them. Sit, the answers are there itself, so sit, try and solve it by yourself, see the suggested answer, and so you will know where you're going wrong. Now, coming to comprehension passages, what should you be, how would you be attempting? So it's coming as question number 7, which is the first question of business correspondence. And if you're comfortable with English as a subject, then you can start with that as a first question in your exam paper. Otherwise, you can go start with law, whatever you are more comfortable with. So it's the first question. It's a compulsory question of 5 marks. So what you have to basically do is first read the entire passage and try to understand what is being asked. Then go to the summary question and see, go to the questions which are given there and see what are the questions which are being asked. Now, if you go through the attachment, the questions which I have given as practice questions, which are also asked in your previous examination, you will see that the questions which are asked, the 3 marks questions which are asked, are fairly simple. If you read the passage once, you will be able to answer them. It's not very difficult to answer them. So just when you read the question, see where the answer is. Try and write the answer in your own words, or depending on how the question is. If it's a MCQ type of question, then you just have to mark what is right or wrong. Also, one important point which has been given in your suggested answers when they give you as to what are the points noted, please ensure that every question that has been asked will have only one answer. It's not a law ki this interpretation is also possible and that interpretation is also possible. So it is going to have only one answer. So if you feel that okay, the answer can be this also and that also, reread the paragraph where the question the relevant part of the paragraph, and then again try to attempt the question. Then coming to the making the note about the paragraph which is given in the last question, which will be for a total of 2 marks in your examination. So when you have to make a summary note, what I would advise you to do is go paragraph wise. So read each paragraph, try and make a summary note of that paragraph. You know the entire, once you've read the first time you've read the entire paragraph, you know what the paragraph is going to talk about, what the passage is talking about. So read each paragraph and try to make a summary of each of those paragraphs. Now, when you're making a summary, ensure you do not copy the words which are given in the passage itself. Try to write them in your own language. So don't copy the exact verbatim which is given in the passage. Try and write them in your own language. Okay, so do that paragraph wise, and that should be pretty simple. And once you have finished the paragraph, if they ask you for a heading, which is generally not asked in a comprehension passage because then the second question would have something similar. So if they ask you for a heading, you know the paragraph, you've read the paragraph, you know what it talks about, so you can give a suitable heading based on what you've read. whatever is given in the suggested answer need not necessarily you can have a different heading which is not there in the suggested answer. It's a suggested answer, so you can have something which you think is appropriate as a heading for the thing, and it should be okay. So there's no specific rule that the heading has to be such, or the heading has to come somewhere from the paragraph, nothing like that. You can give the heading which you feel is appropriate for the comprehension passage. So yeah, that is it. I have attached the summary questions, the practice questions. You can download them, print them, and use it for your study. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to drop a comment below. Thank you so much.